Hey there everyone, Kay here on my homestead in Tennessee, and it is the dead of winter. And what could be yummier than some fresh homemade whole wheat bread dripping with butter and maybe even some of my marmalade that I recently made. It sounds great to me. The best part is the recipe is so easy. It came with the freshly stone ground Einkhorn flour that I recently ordered. And I thought, wow, I'm gonna make some of that tonight because I got my friend Linda coming. Just take a look at how easy the steps were to put it together. Okay, here we have our ingredients. We have 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. We have 2 tablespoons of dark brown sugar, 1.5 cups of warm water, and I'm using real salt. It calls for sea salt. And this is organic brown coconut sugar. I'm using Red Star, which is the traditional yeast that you've always seen in the store. And we're using the new Shenandoah freshly stone ground Einkorn original wheat. 4 cups of the flour and 1 teaspoon of the salt. Step number 1, we're going to combine the yeast, the sugar, and the water in a small bowl. And we're going to let that sit for 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Now we're going to combine the flour and the salt in a large mixing bowl. Then you're going to add the yeast. And mix it with a spatula. The consistency will be like bran muffin dough, and you don't have to knead it. Now you cover this with clear plastic wrap or a linen towel. And you wait 30 minutes. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. It doesn't look that much bigger, but we shall see. You pour the batter into a greased loaf pan. Let's see, how am I going to do this? Like so. Wow, came out nice. Then you smooth the top with the spatula. It's pretty good. Cover this with plastic wrap. Okay, and let that rise for 20 minutes. I know the reason that I never make homemade bread is because of all that kneading. You know, it's great upper body exercise, but I know that's why I don't do it. So when I saw this recipe, all you have to do is mix it up. Yes, you have to wait for the yeast to rise, the bread, but beyond that, it's as easy as mixing up muffin mix. So be sure and try it. Put it on the center rack at 375 degrees for 40 minutes. While I wait for the bread to cook, I'm going to have a cup of chaga mushroom tea in my late bloomer mug. If you're new to my channel, I'm coming up on my 10th anniversary on YouTube. And 8.5 years I gardened in Los Angeles in a tiny, tiny front yard micro farm where I had fruit trees and herbs and beneficial flowers, and I grew tomatoes and all kinds of stuff. So be sure and check out some of those videos, look at my playlists. I've also done a lot of travel videos where I went to Europe and I visited gardens, both personal and public gardens. And now I'm here on the homestead trying to develop it into a sustainable one. And I like to do cooking videos, cooking from the garden. Easy recipes, usually one dish recipes if at all possible. So be sure and subscribe, click that bell for notifications, scroll down and click all so you won't miss anything right here on the homestead. Okay, we'll give that a few minutes to cool and then we will get it slathered because I gotta test it. Now, I sprayed this with an oil. It kind of stuck. Okay, somehow I got it out of there. I don't think I'm going to use that spray again. I can hardly wait to give this a try. Ooh, look at that. Mmm. Okay, it's time for a bite. They said it would be chewier, and it is, but I like it like that. Wow.